But Wrexham will be so frustrated to have lost a 2-goal lead. And but Wednesday, what spirits they've shown, and the least they deserve is to get a point out of this. It's Gabriel Otegbayo, who started the previous games at centre-back, who's come on as centre-back. Wrexham throw down a line, Smith beaten to it in the air. McLean hooks it forwards, but it's intercepted by Ingerson. Ball ricochets loose, and Jamal Lowe tries to help it on. We've had an extra half minute over the added 4. Ref continues, one last chance maybe. Dobson tries a cute touch, intercepted well. Lowe got touch tight to him. Cleworth back to Ward on his right foot, gets good contact on that. Still the ref keeps going. Smith backing in, forces Iorfa to miss it. Headed up in the air by Otegbayo, who's just come on. Iorfa helps it partly clear. Ingleston again fighting well in midfield. Well won by Cleworth though. Now Longman, one chance to deliver, one last chance. Ugbo up against him. I beg your pardon, is crossed in. Nasty ball in. Wrexham want a penalty. It's not given. McLean on his left foot, but being crowded out back to Dobson. Great sliding tackle, and now there's danger as Wednesday surge forwards at the other end. It's a 3-on-2 breakaway. Cadamarteri rolls in Fusia, the sub. He lays it off. 1-on-1. Is this the winner? What a save by Ward. Huge save by Ward. And that is the final touch of the match to deny McNeil the winning goal. The Wednesday players can't believe it. What a conclusion that was.
Well, incredible finish, because we could have won it and we could have lost it all in the space. Is it a penalty on Smith? He's never going to get it. But then 3-on-2 break. What a play as well. They work it so well to have McNeil 1v1. But Ward stands his ground, waits for him, doesn't come out and give him a decision to make. And he hits it straight at him, and Wardy saves. Such an important save to get us off the mark in the Championship with a point.
That was a massive save, and, well, a massive disappointment for Wrexham to lose that 2-goal lead, and especially in the manner that we lost the 2-goal lead when we looked at 2-0 like we were opening up. But quite frankly, Sheffield Wednesday, extremely good value for that point. They really showed such heart. They changed things around. They had an inexperienced team. They were the better side in the first half, but Wrexham, from our 2 half-decent attacks really in the first 35 minutes was it, scored 2 goals. Kiefer Moore helping himself to both of them. The first one in the 16th minute, O'Brien's free kick coming in. Moore making contact with a good header, hit a defender, ricocheted and was back to him, and as Moore lost his balance, he did really well to drill it as he fell backwards past the keeper and make it 1-0. The second came when Dobson drilled in a powerful shot, 31st minute. The keeper Horvath brought in. After all, their keepers Wednesday recently dropped out injured. He pushed it straight back out. He'll be disappointed with that, and Moore was there to take an easy finish. But it was all against the run of play. That was the point where Wrexham then got on top. And you just wondered whether Wednesday, roared on by their magnificent fans, were just going to crack. The first 10 minutes of the second half felt the same as well. Wrexham were coming forwards and causing problems. It didn't make any chances. And Wednesday came back into it. They changed to 4 at the back. The massive mismatch with Kobaski, who clearly is a really good player, going forwards. But playing as a wing-back was totally outmatched against Longman. They switched that around so that matchup wasn't happening. And, well, they came right back into it, dominated the second half and punished Wrexham with 2 goals. The first one coming in the 63rd minute. Wrexham were complaining that Moore had been held in the build-up to it, but the ball continues and McNeil pulled across him, which deflected off a defender in the near post. Bannon, who ran the game, was utterly outstanding. Finished, drilling it in from 10 yards out. Suddenly Wrexham were clinging on. Cleworth made a superb last-ditch tackle within 3 minutes to save Wrexham. Ward made an excellent one-on-one save from a tight handle from Kobatsky, which then led to Wednesday having a huge scramble in Wrexham's box, which somehow didn't end in a goal. But Wrexham were holding on desperately, and the equaliser finally came in the 81st minute. McNeil getting the ball on the right flank, and it's a lovely move, drilling it in between penalty spot and the edge of the box. Cadamarteri with an excellent finish, first time on his right foot with power over Ward, who got his hands to it. You can't criticise Ward for that. such a superb finish, drilled into the net, and it was level. And well, the closing stages, so Wrexham desperately trying to get forwards. In the first of 4 added minutes, McLean got it brilliantly to a Longman header at the far post, headed it into the goal mouth. Iorfa under his own bar, just about managed to head it behind for the corner. And then from the corner, well, Wednesday broke a 3-on-2 break, which they worked to perfection. And Fusia popping it to Lowe, who helped it to McNeil, all in his own right channel in the box, denied by an outstanding save by Danny Ward. That was something. It really was something. A heck of a game. And Wrexham lose a 2-goal lead when that first win back in the Championship looked to be ours. However, frustration at not being able to control a game like that, but nonetheless, it's a first point. We're off the mark. That is something, and we need to just take that now and look to build. But there are still issues which we'll need to address to build up on this. Without the ball, we still looked very, very open. Phil Parkinson will be on that, and we'll look to change things. But yeah, ultimately, Wrexham hugely frustrated, I'm sure, after going 2-0 up against Tyne, that we were starting to really open up, unable to finish the job. With a final score from a racecourse which united to support the club Sheffield Wednesday, and I'm very proud to say that as a Wrexham fan. You can see behind me yellow shirts. There was gold. There were so many gold shirts. Rob McElhenney's gesture of donating the profits from the gold shirts to Sheffield Wednesday's trust is superb, and it was great to see. And I tell you what, the fans from both sides should be very, very proud of themselves, and Wednesday's players too, for their heart, their spirit, and from their own perspective, getting their first point of the season. But with the final score of Wrexham 2, Sheffield Wednesday 2, I'm Mark Griffiths from Wrexham AFC.